So I was hired on as the director of APPL, which is our Upward Bound program. It's that Upward Bound Classic program here, affectionately known as APPL. So originally I was just regular old director here, but I've enjoyed it. All the staff that I've come across have been really good. I've been able to really pour into some people. I believe in pouring into other people. This is not my end game. And so I want whoever I leave behind to really understand the legacy they have. Both APPL and UBMS, which is the Upward Bound Math and Science, are the oldest in the state. So that's important for us to keep that longevity going.
APPL and UBMS are part of TRiO.
Yes, so
Can
TRiO.
you walk us through all of how that's all structured?
It's a little confusing. TRiO has 8 programs. TRiO is
but why not 3? You know.
It's 8. It's 8 total programs. So some of them are collegiate and some of them are pre-collegiate. They're all under the Department of Education. So you have Upward Bound Math and Science, Veterans Upward Bound, who are for veterans. They're going to be your non-traditional students that maybe served in the military, went to war, those kind of things, but maybe want to go to college. Those are your 3. Those are your Upward Bounds. Then you have Talent Search, which serves 6th grade to 12th grade. You have EOC, which is Opportunities Communities, so they have different things. Then you have SSS, Student Support Services, which I hope we'll be bringing here to Lyon next year. And then we have 2 more, and I'm trying to get them out. EOC, Overbound, Talent Search, UBMS. I said that though, didn't I? EOC. So there are 8. I can't think of all of them right now, but there are 8.
The 2 that are prevalent here at Lyon then are APPL and...
so we have APPL, which is classic UB, and then we have UBMS. So UBMS is the oldest in the state. It used to be a regional program, which means it had Arkansas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Missouri. And then they changed the demographics of the program, so now they're in-state. So now the UBMS program has 8 schools here in the state of Arkansas, and then APPL has 9 schools that they serve here in Arkansas, and they're the 2nd oldest in the state.
So with UBMS, walk us through what's the mission, what's UBMS trying to accomplish? So
UBMS is STEM focused. So everything they do is about math and science, really getting in there to find out, what the student wants to do, how they want to learn how to do things. During the summer, we have a 6-week intensive program where they're really put into like physics, math, chemistry, biology, more so on a college level. We have college level professors teaching those courses, and they're able to really kind of hone in onto those STEM fields. Yeah.
So then, and those the students there, they're like 9 through 12?
9 through 12th grade. So usually we get students that are rising 9th graders in the summertime. So they would have just finished 8th grade. So they're rising 9th graders. We do 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And then when seniors graduate, then we have them bridge. Bridge program is where you're able to take like classes on the college level, but we're still here to kind of make sure you can make the transition easier.
And what geographic area do you
So UBMS, I'm going to try to name these, has West Memphis, Nettleton, Jonesboro, Pocahontas. We now have Southside. So it's a range of different things. Our furthest school is West Memphis.
Wow, so that's like 2 hours, call it 2 hours away. So it's a pretty big geography.
Yes, it's a pretty big circle. We have Cave City, Mountain View. So it's a lot of schools kind of overlap with APPL as well.
And so then APPL, tell us about
APPL.
APPL.
So APPL is more of a classic UB program. UB program. It focuses on all aspects of education. So all of these programs are low income, first generation programs. UB is a little bit different in that lane, UBMS, but UB really focuses on first generation, low income, because what they're trying to do is give those that do not have an opportunity for that extra support to get support. And so with UB, with APPL, we have Batesville High School, Southside, Nettleton, Mountain View, Melbourne, Cave City, Cedar Ridge, Newport, Tuckerman. So we serve a larger amount of kids. So there are 86 kids in that program, and UBMS has 66.
And that's the group that like on Mondays?
Yes, Apple is here every Monday.
Yep.
We pick our students up from school,
Yeah.
and we take them back and drop them off at school, and their parents pick them up from school because it's easier for parents to get to the local school versus trying to drive to Batesville to pick them up. Yeah.
And then what you hope to accomplish is just to show them that college is within reach?
Yes. So we have a lot of different programs in Arkansas. We have Arkansas Challenge, which is a huge scholarship here. And you would think, oh, just apply. Yeah. It's free money, but a lot of students don't apply.
Yeah.
By this being considered to be a rural area, we don't have as many of the resources as a Little Rock might have. So here we're kind of able to give them a more cultural view. So we do cultural events. We've taken them to see Hamilton last year.
Whoa.
We take them out of state.
Gavin's,
they have gone.
Who was that? Apple?
Apple went to see Hamilton. Yeah.
Okay.
They went to see Hamilton. They go on trips in the summertime because a lot of families don't have vacation money. So last year we took the kids to Nashville, and then we took them to Dolly Parton. What is it? Dollywood. And they had a good time there.
I bet.
UBMS got to go on a trip. They went to, where did y'all go last summer? You didn't go. Okay.
No, we didn't have a trip.
Yes, they did.
No,
you just didn't go.
Because we went to the pool.
They did. They went to St. Louis because I have the pictures.
Oh,
they
you're
went
talking
to St.
about
Louis.
final
Their
trip.
final trip.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
They went to St. Louis.
Yeah. 2 years ago, what group went
Boston.
to Boston?
Yes, UBMS went to Boston 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and it was really fun. So every year, I think New Orleans is the pick this year.
Whoa.
Really?
So they're super excited about going to New Orleans.
Gavin's on board for that one.
I am. I love New Orleans. It is. I just I had a conference there. I had a conference plus my board meeting was there, which I was like, this is perfect. I'm in New Orleans during Mardi Gras. Yeah. So I went to school down there, so I have a lot of friends and family there. So it's amazing.
So I'll call it Apple UBMS.
Okay.
They're all funded through a federal grant?
Yes, they're all funded through a federal grant every 5 years. I've rewritten the grant twice now.
Wow.
No. Yes. One for UBMS and one for Apple.
So you got to do them separate?
Yes. You write them separate. You have to send them. They grade them. You get priority points. It's a whole thing. It's a lot of stress. That's why I said I'm about to start writing for SSS, which will be a new program here at Lyon. But it's for college. It's one of our collegiate programs. Yeah. So it'll really support first generation college students that are currently in school and help us to really support them, go on trips, take them to places, look at getting a master's degree. We want to push the narrative of education.
Yeah. My experience in the nonprofit space is grants are one of the things that intimidate me. You give me the look. It's like, I can only imagine if in the grants we were doing were small, not like a federal level, which I'm sure this is.
It's a lot.
It's extensive.
I've written grants probably 10 years now.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because you don't get gratification immediately. You have to wait to find out if you've even made it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh no. And you're thinking, I've spent hours.
Yeah.
And hours. So Apple was my first grant that I wrote. They told me it didn't have to be written until 3 years after I was here.
Yeah.
Haha, joke's on me. Had to be written before the other grant ended. So I wrote the grant. I came to work every day, January the 1st through January 31st.
Wow.
And worked every day.
Hello, this is Pat Lynch, and thank you for listening to the Career Pathways podcast. If you want to check out some more, there's a video on the other side of the screen. I can't see it because I'm talking into a mic, but if you would go over there, there's an icon there. You can click and subscribe, and then you'll be getting the Career Podcast feed daily. So again, thanks for your support. Thanks for listening, and look forward to a lot more great Career Pathways podcasts in the future. Take care.